All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? I thought we'd pull another reading today besides just a Friday reading, right? Why not? Let's have some fun. Jupiter is going to be working its magic. Pay attention to what I said during the Jupiter and Gemini reading and things I might have mentioned about it in the Friday reading or whatever. I shuffled for a pre-shuffle here. I could tell you got a surprise communication coming. It's a surprise. It might seem lucky to some of you. I hate that word, but y'all know what it means. Let's take a look. Let's pull this 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me, which y'all know won't be quick because I clarify whatever I think needs it. Let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. It is. It's timeless. So you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But look, the surface energy is plain and simple. Surface energy is what you get in most readings. It's what, unless somebody is the warlock on the hill or close to it, it's pretty hard to go deeper, right? It's guessing at that point. I never guess. I just get the damn information myself, speaking for me. But on the surface here, yeah, you might see a lot of readings like this from a lot of different people. You got a surprise communication. 2 cups crossed by the 9 of Wands. 9's going down, right? You'll see why in a second. 9's are the end in tarot. It's crossed by the 9 of Wands, but there's not much. Whatever was blocking a communication between you and someone. Now, it's probably a soulmate, but this could also be a career-related type thing. It could also, something, it's something you've wanted or wanted at some point, but it was blocked. And now we've got communication coming in, and I know that because the 8 of Wands is right there. And underneath that is victory after a long battle energy off this 6 of Wands. And this communication creates some kind of change in the heart chakra of each individual. Okay? Definitely in you. All right? It's a classic reading on the surface. Somebody regrets it. 5 of Cups. They turning around and coming back. Something that was blocking, though, is going away. We're going to focus on that 9 of Wands. Okay? All right. Surprise communication. Surprise comes in rather quickly. The 8 of Wands is a fast energy. It's like a dragster. It's fast. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. What do you want to tell everybody here about that 9 of Wands and that whole pre-shuffle universe? Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's go. Let's see where we're at here. Wow, the cards are jumpy today. I think the cards had too much caffeine. I'll tell you. All right, let's go. Like I said in the Jupiter reading, I love Jupiter and Gemini. I love this whole cycle of Jupiter that's happening right now as it flows through Gemini, then Cancer, then Leo. It's always a wonderful time when I tracked it. It's always a great time of change. Things happen. And while it's in Gemini, things just happen out of nowhere. Let's see. 3 cards and a bottom card. I don't think you're expecting this communication. But I'll tell you what, the bottom card is the Knight of Swords. It's fast. Again, fast. A surprise. It says the same thing. The environmental energy around the base energy, the center card that I'll pull, is the Knight of Swords. And it brings a lot of change. I said that about the 6 of Wands, didn't I? I said victory after a long battle, something you waited for a while, but I was drawn to the green butterfly, which is like a heart chakra and transformation sort of blended together. The Knight of Swords always brings a message of change. Okay, so whatever this is, I think it's a good thing. I do. It puts something to rest. Fueling that Knight of Swords is 10 swords. 10s are the end-to-end dead end that lead to a new beginning. This card being a 10 also tells me, because my primary focus was the 9 of Wands, also tells me that 9 is, my read was right, is that sort of read where I go 9s are the end in tarot. Yeah. Well, this is the end that leads to a new beginning. This communication creates a great deal of change, but it puts something to bed. Puts it to rest. Okay? Could be. I don't know. Maybe you're waiting on test results. I have no idea. I would say it's probably a soulmate, though, for 99.9% of you watching. Okay? It could be a new soulmate telling you how they feel. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the universe has to say. I don't have any indication yet. Let's go. 3 cards. 2 of Swords. Don't try to guess who this is. You might get it wrong. There's 2 truths here. 2 Ace of Swords. Okay? One truth is what you think about this reading. The other truth is the reality of who this might be, who or what this might be. Okay? So just, you know what? Just imagine this is a red light and you're one of those assholes that has to text and be on their phone during the red light. Just imagine it's a red light and you're one of those pricks. who's on their phone and holds up the line just fine. There's nobody behind you. Just allow it to play out. Don't try to play guessing games of who it is or anything like that. Center card, Four of Cups. Now we get some indication. You thought somebody either, again, I'm just reading energy, translate feelings into words. So I'm going to give you the either or here. For some of you, you thought this person wasn't interested, or you thought this company wasn't interested in you, or something like that. You thought you made a bad impression, or you just think that they're gone and they're not interested. That's for some of you. For others of you, this puts something to rest for you, because when this communication comes in, it's a bit of a meh for you. Okay? It's not as big as you expected, or as a third energy that's here for some of you, a smaller percentage, it might catch you at a time when you're not your best self, having a bad day, not in the fucking mood, that kind of thing. All right? At the end of the day here, just sit there at that red light. All right, let's go. What's red with the Two of Swords? The Nine of Cups. Because it's better than you think it is. It's better than you think it is. This might take you out of some kind of doldrum. It might. It might. It certainly cheers you up. It's something that makes you feel good. You know, even if you're one of the people I said, it might catch you on a bad day. You might be not interested. It might be like a meh to you. You're just not in the mood. Either way, it'll hit you later. And when the light turns green, it'll hit you later. All right. I'm going to clarify a couple of things here. All right. We're going to have some fun with this. This is nice. I like this. It's interesting. Let's pull on the Two of Swords. Randomly at the bottom of the deck, I chose to use is 8 swords. Yeah, you'll drive yourself crazy trying to batshit crazy even, trying to figure out who this is, who or what this is. Don't. Just take the information I'm giving you and go, okay, surprise communication. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's go. This could be a long-lost relative, right? It is what it is. I remember at my grandfather's funeral on my mother's side, some guy showed up, and it turns out that was his son that he had apparently banged somebody else in the 60s and knocked them up, and that son had been keeping an eye on things and tracking, maybe using the internet, I don't know, and that son showed up. That's a surprise communication. That's a bit of a meh, but it does change everything, and it worked out really nice. You know, in the end, it actually did. Anyway, here we go. Two of Swords. That was funny. I actually like him. I like him better than the rest of the family, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, the Two of Swords. Why is it here? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Very rare I give someone permission to text at a red light. I swear. It happens all the time out here in Los Angeles. I want to get out of the car and smack somebody in the back of the head every time it happens. Get off your damn phone while you're driving. People, it's been proven, countless psychological studies, that people cannot multitask. And you know, it's especially true of the ones who think they can. All right, Two of Swords. What do we get? What do we got? What do you want to tell? It's the Page of Swords. Well, it ties to what I said. You know, I leaned back here because with a smile on my face. I know you can't see that, but you could hear it in my kind of thing. There's a disappointment energy here. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. It's underneath Temperance. Yeah. Sometimes this is one of those communications. It brings change. It puts something to rest. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But it's one of those things that on the onset seems disappointing. And we see it here. This is disappointment. So that's the base energy, is disappointment around this communication. Right? I'm sorry. It just is. You want the truth, right? Look, if you don't want the truth, if you just want a generic reading, you can stop at the pre-shuffle and shut off the video. It's perfectly fine. I go deeper. Right? Because there's always more to the story. On the onset, this communication is disappointing. I think later this sets in. Now, I don't tell you any touching stories or make any jokes that aren't part of this, that aren't part of any reading I do. I'm always reading energy when I'm doing these readings. So anything I tell you is related to it. And you can imagine we're at the grandfather's funeral and some guy shows up and says, I'm his son, right? You can imagine. I remember my Uncle Jimmy was not thrilled. My Uncle Jimmy's a big guy. He was not happy about that. That was a very strange moment. But over time, it became the Nine of Cups. Now, obviously, that took a while. But in this case here, it's a much shorter time frame. This might, on the onset, be disappointing. But if again, there's two truths here. All right? Don't judge it. All right? What's on top? Seven of Cups. It's rather confusion. There's confusion there. What do I do now? Now what? Or that's one energy. Energy is always in layers. I'll give you the other one. It's either what do I do now for some of you, or it's not what you expected. Okay? It's not what you expected. That being said, it could go either way. All right? It depends. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Either way, it's a win. Either way, it's a win. So try not to react disappointed or like that. You're getting this information. The only reason someone like me, can tell you anything is because the universe itself thinks it's for the greater good and it will help balance energy. Energy in nature just tries to balance. The entire fucking universe is just energy. It's a binary universe too. Good, bad, yes, no, zeros and ones. That being said, you're only getting this information maybe so you don't react that way in whatever capacity. Or you don't have expectations. Don't have any expectations for this. Just take the information and go about your day. All right? It's a good thing. All right? For those of you where it applies where now what? Now what do I do? What are my options? There's one clear good option here based on this communication. All right? I encourage you to pick the red one. You'll know what that is unless you're sitting in an energy of meh. Like that. Bad attitude. Bad attitude never makes good decisions. Alright? So like I said, relax. There's nobody behind you at the stoplight. Get your phone out, do some texting, talk to your 10 followers on Instagram, whatever it is, that's it. Just chill. Nobody behind you. Nobody going to get out of their car. I'm not going to get out of my car and smack you in the back of the head. Alright. Nine of Cups. Let's talk about this. It's an important energy because this is where it ends up. Better than you think. It actually completes something. This communication is good. It puts something to rest. Okay? Once and for all. It's nice. It's rare in life when that can happen, right? We got all kinds of things hanging over our heads that are just, sort of like they end a season of a show, your favorite TV show, with a cliffhanger, and then you find out it got canceled, so you're never going to know what happened. There's all kinds of shit like that happens in life. This is a rare opportunity. For some of you, this is very minor. This just catches you at a bad day. That's all. Hey, it's unexpected. Unexpected surprise communication. Comes in very quickly. I got the Eight of Wands and I got the Knight of Swords representing it. Okay. It's been blocked for some reason. Anyway, maybe I'll pull a quick little reading more specifically focused on that Nine of Wands to see why it was blocked. Okay? I'll try. But first, let's pull on the Nine of Cups. All right? Let's do that first. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. I'm still shuffling. I'm sorry. But you want good reading. You don't just want me to stop, right? You want the universe instead. There it is. When I can't shuffle anymore, I'm done. It's crossed by the Fool. It frees you to do something. That's one energy. This is a lot of layers here. This is one of those things that plays out differently for almost each one of you, almost on an individual basis. But as a whole, in a general energy, it frees you up to do something. But underneath that is a layer of faith. Faith is an energy that we summon. Something about this, and I felt the transformation in the heart chakra up there with the Six of Wands and the pre-shuffle and that little green butterfly. For some of you, this putting whatever this is to rest, this communication, no matter how you feel about it, it's a good thing because it restores your faith. Maybe in someone, maybe in yourself, maybe in the universe, I don't know. But it allows you to summon more faith energy. Okay? But for most of you, just as a general read, it frees you up quite a bit. She's very liberated, isn't she? All right, what's going on? What's on top? Three of Wands, yeah. It allows you to move on, allows you to move in a new direction, allows you to try some new things. Or you move in a new direction with whoever is communicating with you. Okay? Because this is different for all of you. I mean, I feel like for most of you, it's a soulmate of some kind. Someone telling you how they feel, someone you thought you'd never hear from, shit like that. But for others of you, this is a phone call you're waiting for on some kind of test results, or probably for a couple of you. You know, you had some blood work done or something. The call comes in. All right? It might be disappointing at first. Maybe. I don't know. But it ends well. And you know, as Shakespeare taught us, all's well that ends well. Try to keep that in mind. You know, hey, it is what it's very profound on a high level. Even though I think the play itself is a comedy. But either way, I think it is. Three of Wands. I'm not a Shakespeare expert. But I did travel back. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to go on my time travel thing, the bootstrap principle example I gave in an extended one. Three of Wands. Yeah, either you move in a new direction with this, but again, it backs up my general read on the Fool. It frees you up to do something, to move in a direction, maybe to go surfing. I don't know. Maybe you get a good, unexpected surf report. Why is the Three of Wands here? Because the communication. It's a feedback loop. Because of the communication. Why can you now surf these waters? Why can you now look in a new direction? Why can you now move forward with either this energy or because of this communication? Well, because of this communication. There's the Eight of Wands. Because of it. And this is fast forward movement. And she really can jump in that water now. Okay? It's a feedback loop. It's all the Nine of Cups happens because of this communication, which allows you to move forward. Why do you get to move forward? Because of this communication. And I do think, for a good number, it restores your faith in something. Humanity, yourself, other people, whatever it is. But I do think this Four of Cups is important to keep in mind. A lot of times things are disappointing on the onset, but there's all different angles to look at things from. And I encourage you to look at things from more than the usual three angles that most people look at things. Don't be like most people. Most people are idiots. You don't want to be most people. You want to be better than that. Okay? There's thousands. I will tell you there's thousands of different angles to look at anything that happens to you from. Pick 5. 5 or 6. And you're right there. You're already better than most people. We're doing better than most people. Actually, we're all equal. But you're doing better than most people. We're reacting to the energy in a better way than most people. All right? So, it's an important communication, no doubt. All right, no doubt. Let's find out why it's been blocked. Let's switch decks. Let's grab the Witches, which randomly at the bottom has the Three of Cups. It's a celebration energy. Wow, because of something you learn. The Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to focus. I know we're done. 3 quick cards. There are actually people that get on my ass that you said 3 quick cards. It wasn't a quick reading. Are you serious? Really? Oh, man, come on. What the hell? Okay. Well, for those of you that want to stick around, I'm going to single out the Nine of Wands from the pre-shuffle. Because it talked about 2 cups coming together has been blocked. Right? Why is it unblocked now? I don't know. Let's see. Why is because we definitely know that the Nine of Wands is my read on it, because we got confirmation here. Because I told you, because of the Ten of Swords here, an escalation, that 9's are the end in tarot. So why is it now unblocked? Let's see. Let's just pull 1 card and a crossing card, all right? Why is it unblocked now? Let's see what the universe will tell us. Why couldn't this communication come in before? And again, I think some of you have lost faith in this, whatever this communication is. A few of you with the Fool that was crossing here, I think some of you have lost faith in it, right? All hope and faith missing. I think you get a faith recharge. Right? Your ability to summon faith energy gets really boosted by this, whatever it is. All right, let's see. So why is it now unblocked? Okay. If I can't get an answer that way, I'll flip the question and ask, why was it blocked? All right. Okay. Well, let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, crossed by the Queen of Swords. Why is it now? Because somebody's fortune has changed and they've faced a reality. Okay? Somebody's fortune has changed. They face the reality. If it's a person, that's the most likely energy that's there. Okay? They can see clearly now because something has gone away in their life. Something has changed. A reversal of fortune, 180-degree turn. All right? And because of that, they were able to admit the truth or see the truth. Now, if for the couple of you, you're waiting on test results or something like that, this is just a lucky break. That's all. Maybe you got to wait a long time sometimes for that kind of shit. Maybe somebody accidentally put a test tube in the number 1 slot where you were in the number 100 slot. Shit like that happens all the time. And it's that kind of thing. It's just a lucky break. All right. So for some of you, it's just a lucky break. That's why this communication can happen. For others of you, somebody had a little bit of a, well, shall we say, I don't want to say an unlucky break, but something changed. Either they broke up with somebody or they just woke up one morning with a whole new attitude. All right? But either way, I wanted to see what was fueling the Queen of Swords. Love. All right? It's the Page of Cups. Somebody's real. If this is a love thing for you, and it's not the test result kind of thing, if this is a love or waiting for a job to call you, right? Also with the lucky break, before I say that, if you are waiting to hear back, hey, I never heard back about this job, blah, 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 blah. Well, what probably happens is it's a lucky break. Somebody bowed out of the process, right? You get the call. You might be disappointed if you fall into that category. Remember, energy's in layers. I'm giving you various layers here. If you fall in the category of, well, I got the call, but it's disappointing, maybe they give you a lesser job, right? You were going for VP. They give you, I don't know, director or some manager or something like that, something below a VP, and you're disappointed by that, but it actually ends up being a better thing for you, right? That kind of thing. I don't know. It could be that or a million things. But that's a good example of how this energy feels to me. If it's a love thing, which it is for the majority of you, it's entirely possible here with this Page of Cups that somebody's just finally admitted that they have a lot of feelings for you, okay? And they want to start something. This is new love energy coming off of that, all right? They're ready. We often say, I'm not ready, right? Well, this energy is ready. That might be the most likely scenario where it catches you on a bad day. Your energies aren't quite aligned when it shows up. You're getting this reading so that you're aware of that and you compensate for it and you don't piss this away because it's, well, I'm not in the mood today, that kind of thing. All right? That's your reading. That's what I got for you here. I hope it's helpful. It's definitely for a good number of you watching. Not all. It can't be for all. That's mathematically impossible. For some of you, this is future influence. Might happen in August. Might happen in September. For others of you, it's going to happen very quickly from the time you watch this reading, whenever that is. So if you're watching this reading in 2026, right? It's timeless. People are always watching old readings, according to my stats. It's timeless. You watch it in 2026, you're here. You're here for a reason, like my little intro says. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Wow. Wow. This person, whoever this is, there's some new adventures. There's a Page of Wands there too. I love the combination energy of Page of Wands and Page of Cups. I like that. Especially when it's around a Queen of Swords. Somebody getting their shit together for sure. Or some company getting their shit together, something like that. All right. Good luck.